Ferguson Porter from Palm Springs, California, reading an excerpt from his second short story prize-winning The Delight in Hazel.
Thank you very much. There are a lot of homosexuals in Palm Springs, and they couldn't believe I've never been to San Francisco, so thank you for this recognition. It was a legitimate excuse to come, and I'm having lots of fun, so. This is the beginning of my story. The little girl in pigtails wore a blue and white dress and sat waiting on the wooden porch of a house that was not hers. Her legs dangled down because the porch was built 5 feet off of the ground. She kicked the heels of her red shoes back every now and again to pass the time. She had already been waiting a while, but she did not know how long. The sun was bright. The wind was clean. The little girl was smiling for no reason, and she did not need one. Eventually, she bobbed her head gently from side to side and began to sing for her own amusement. Her voice was quiet but very pleasant. With training and maturity, she could eventually sing magnificently. For now, it was a sweet rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. She never got tired of watching The Wizard of Oz, and by now she was often singing along and reciting scenes out loud as they were happening on the television screen. Her mother and her father were very encouraging of her precociousness. When she tired of sitting as she sang, she danced and skipped around the porch to follow the yellow brick road. She pretended that the Scarecrow and the Tin Man were in step with her by holding out her elbows. In her mind, she could feel the straw and the metal. By the time that song was over, she sat back down on the porch, this time on the steps. She put her elbows on her knees and scowled as she placed the palms of her hands on her rosy cheeks. Even an imaginative little girl can only be patient for so long. The big green car drove up the gravel driveway and came to a stop in front of the porch. The little girl smiled at the little boy in the passenger window. He was staring down at his lap and paying no attention to anything else going on in the world. A beautiful but sad woman got out of the car. Her eyes were bloodshot red and her dress was elegant and black. "Hello, Hazel," the woman said quietly. "Good morning, Mrs. Mavens," Hazel said. Hazel stood up on the steps. She was eagerly waiting for the boy. One note, this story is being published by Slab Literary Magazine, which comes out next month. Thank you.